MandoCon. It's Amanda talking in the background. She won't shut up. Amanda. Amanda. Come here.
Are you doing a Twitch thing?
Yeah, I know you got to leave, so I'm gonna
Alright, let me
get.
turn off my alarm so it doesn't go off.
Yeah, I don't want your alarm going off. That'd be freaking
You
ridiculous.
got a chair?
No, do you use that chair?
Will it come on?
I don't know. Now we're just making a mess.
No, I am just making a mess.
Now it's just so messy in here. Chairs moving and stuff.
I know. I'm a big old pain. Oh, I'm not even in the screen
You're
yet.
not even on the. You gotta get on the screen. That's how that. That's how that works.
Where is the screen? Wow. How close?
It's over there. I'll move this way a little bit. Amanda, everybody, this is our fifth MandoCon. How many years have you been here, Amanda?
All five, right?
Yeah. That was a kind of, I
Yeah.
gave you a softball there. That kind of.
Yeah, all five.
You and Nick are the only two that have been here every year.
Well, I do. So Nick, I think gets bonus points because I'm live in the same
Yeah,
town.
you drive over. He he flies from Milwaukee,
Yeah, he
so
comes a little further, so
yeah.
he gets
So I
extra
think that
bonus
does
points.
that
He
definitely does
wins
make sense.
if
Yeah.
it's a competition for sure.
So what are you working on today?
I am working on a new romance novel. Um,
Is it completely new or is it part of any of your series?
it's a brand new series. I decided to do one of the newer ideas. Um, we'll see if it does well, but I'm trying some new things. I'm actually trying to write it in first person,
No.
which I'm a third person writer.
Yeah.
Um, but in the romance genre, the high sellers tend to be first POV. So I'm trying and I'm having to go through because there's a lot of all of a sudden I'll switch to third person.
Yeah, I do. I
I
do that
used
all
to
the
do
time. That drives me nuts.
And I'm like, oh no, I just started saying she instead of I.
I did that
So
for like when I was like right in the middle of the dirty, and dirty deeds are all in first person. I was like book 5 or 6 or something, and all of a sudden I realized I started the book and I wrote like I don't know like the first like third of the book, 20,000 words. I'm like, oh, this is all in third person. I have to go back.
so far I've caught myself, but I have a
Yeah,
feeling that the editing is going to be harder on this one if I stick to it all the way through because I'm
yeah.
going to find POV shifts
It's
that aren't
it's
good.
fun. It's fun because you're only in one character's head, and so you everything is seen through that character. So you can't just jump to a chapter where some other character is doing something else is happening that your character has to be aware of everything. Every conversation has to move the story forward to know something. You can't go, oh, this guy got shot, and you can't see the guy get shot in the alley. You have to be told that this guy was on the other side of town and shot in the alley. So it makes it, but it's fun.
Well, and
It's
this story
interesting.
idea does lend itself better to an isolated point of
Right.
view, um, because I don't want the reader to right away know who the love interest that she's going to have forever with is right
Right.
away. There's a few options. So
Right.
once you get into his head and you know he already likes her, then you know if you're flip flopping between a girl and a boy, and you see the boy's POV, oh, he's the love interest,
Right.
right? Because otherwise,
Yeah.
why write his POV?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So it'll be interesting. We'll
Yeah.
see how it turns out.
You're
But
like, oh, like they're like halfway through, like, oh my god, the were donkey is who is the love interest in this. I get it. Oh, the
I read
she
a book with
the
a
she
were
yeti
coyote. That one was. I mean, I actually ended up liking
the
that book.
she yeti is in love with the were donkey. I get it.
Uh,
I remember going to a romance convention and this lady did were dolphins saving the ocean.
oh,
And she was on a panel, and like 20 minutes she wouldn't shut the fuck up about this with these were
you
donkeys.
really wanted to read about the
And I
were
was like, if there
dolphins.
was even a tiny tiny chance of me reading about these were dolphins, I'm not going to do it because you've literally just told us the whole book.
Right, right.
And it was all about saving the planet and blah blah blah, and some falling in love with some woman in Hawaii.
Well,
I
of
don't
course,
know. I'm like, oh, enough.
if you're writing a romance book, it's all
Oh,
about the falling in love, and it has to have a happily ever after.
Yeah, I mean, it does have to have it. It doesn't always happen. We know people that have written books. I'm like, I
They
don't know.
don't write a romance though.
I kill the both of them in the end. You know, Romeo and Juliet. I'm like, it's not a romance.
Yeah, not a romance. Has to have the happily ever. It can be a happily for now. Some readers will, because there's arguments over what ever after is. Right? Do they have
Right.
to be married with kids by the end? Like,
Right.
what's that ever after look like?
Right.
Nowadays, it shouldn't have to be that way because there's a lot of child-free couples and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But how
Do
do you
you
define ever after then?
do you? Because I don't read any romance. Does it sometimes get to where? And my wife has watched a million of those Lifetime movies, and I can walk in the room and tell you exactly what act we're in. You know, are they fighting now? Are they kissing and making up? All that. Do you get where the happily ever after is just where they have that first kiss, or does it usually go way
There's
past
some
that?
genres. So there's a kind of sweeter genre that is closed door, that the kiss is the pinnacle of their relationships. There are some,
Right.
but they're also choosing each other at that point too. But it doesn't always have to be steamy.
Right. So she's not like tied up on the bed and he's got a knife to her throat
Depends on
and then
what
they
genre,
kiss.
what subgenre you're in. There's a variety of
I
everything.
guess so, yeah.
If you could think it, there's a romance book out there.
There's Mr. Frank joining the feed.
Hey, Mr. Frank.
All right, I know you got to go,
Yeah,
but
sorry,
you'll be
but I
back.
will be
You'll be
back.
back
I'll
soon.
try to keep it short, but
Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
life happens.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right.
All right, who you want me to send in?
Whoever you pick. Somebody else will come in. That was our first special guest for MandoCon 2025. This side of the camera sucks. Miss you, but yeah.
Hello. That seems to be my turn.
It's your turn. Mike, do you prefer Mike or Michael?
Mike.
Mike Lee in the house. There's a crime thriller author named Mike Lee that
Yeah.
has a bunch of short stories out. And the first time I read one of his short stories, I was like, I had a, I mean, before I read the story, I went down to the bottom to look. I'm like, all right, that's not the same Mike out that I know.
No, no. I've actually started branding myself with my middle initial R to differentiate myself from the
Yeah,
other, swarm of Mikes out there.
because Mike Lee is a common
It
name.
is.
It's a very common name. Yeah.
Yeah.
What Mr. Frank said, the Mike Lee. Yeah, the Mike Lee,
Yeah. Yep. The one and only.
the one and
The
only,
true one.
the true one. Exactly. So what are you working on today?
I'm working on a dark fantasy uh, novel from a first person perspective, which I usually don't write from. So it's a new experience. New
You were
experience.
just talking to Amanda because she's doing her romance. She's starting in first person, and it's a lot of fun. I love writing in first person, but then you have to figure out where the information, where the plot is going, where the
Yeah.
information is coming from, because you can't just unless you just say, Tom, unless you just say, you know, that your character is the one always finding everything out, is always
Right.
doing all the legwork and everything else, or you have that other secondary character who's telling them that,
Mm-hmm.
oh, this just happened, you know, and then you don't get into the bad guy's head if you're
Yeah.
doing strictly that first person inside your main character. So it's fun,
Mm-hmm.
but Mr. Frank says Mike is preem. He said you were
Thanks, Joe.
preem. But good. I'm
Yes.
glad you're back again this year.
I'm
And
glad I was invited again.
well,
So I'm slower on my progress this time, but I'm doing good so far.
you're getting stuff done. But you're also, this isn't like, oh, I haven't written in a year.
No,
Like
no,
you're still writing and
correct.
getting stuff out there, which is good. So
Yeah.
this is just a fun weekend to get in here and hang out with us and work and talk about stuff. Did you see? I want to plug myself here. I just was on a podcast and we talked about. It was a dude, a writer who's in Canada, and I was wearing my Alpha Flight shirt. So pretty much the entire podcast is us talking Marvel comics. Like there's like 45 minutes or almost an hour, but me basically talking about all my stuff behind on the Marvel stuff and Alpha Flight and all kinds of stuff, which is fun.
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I got to catch up on that.
yeah. But
I've been trying to keep up with your Twitch stuff.
yeah, you know what? It's a lot.
Yeah. Well, now because my schedule changed, you're going live like right as I have meetings,
Oh,
and I
nice.
actually have to like talk, so I
Yeah.
can't really like watch it the way that I want to.
You know, as
So
long as you're logging in, I need I need all the people I can get.
and the subscription, make sure to subscribe.
Yeah,
Make
make
sure to
sure you
subscribe.
subscribe
It
or
is worth it.
resubscribe, and also follow me on YouTube. Follow all the videos on there and
Yes, I did
building
do
that
that.
up.
I did do that.
Because you can watch all of these. You can watch these later
Yeah.
on there. Well, I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
Glad you're hanging out with us this weekend, and then you'll be part of Shelley's 50th birthday party tomorrow.
Yeah, of course.
So have you prepared your speech, and you also have a singing and dancing routine?
So the dancing I'm okay on. It's the speech I'm a little worried about,
Right,
honestly, because I gotta switch from like fantasy writer brain
right.
to orator.
You know, just
So
listen. Here's my advice from the heart, man. Just say it from the
sure,
heart. All right,
will do.
go grab somebody else.
All right.
Mike, really, you're not doing a speech tomorrow, just so you
I'm a little
know.
disappointed. I was looking forward to the challenge.
I'm also not doing a speech tomorrow. That was Mike Lee. Okay, so who's sitting where? So Nick is in his seat. Win is on the couch. Tom is at the head of the table here. Amanda's sitting next to him. Then Chuck, and then Mike. There you go. Speaking of a Mike,
Old Mike.
old Mike is here. Michael O'Connell. You're back though. This is good.
My back is good.
Are you doing any panels on AI? Yes, this is a panel on AI right now. This really, I'm going to be honest, this really isn't even Mike. This is an AI version of Mike. They all begin to look alike. Exactly, Nick.
I don't have a beard though, so
No. He had a beard. He had this beard, and it looked weird. Like he came walking up in the Chinese buffet, and at first I was like, "Who the fuck's this guy?" I didn't realize it was him. It looked a little, really odd. Glad you shaved your face for this, though. Appreciate
yeah.
it. So, what are you working on today?
I'm kind of jumping around a little bit. I've got two stories. I got a short story that was kind of culled out of that monster novel that I
Mm-hmm.
have. It got pulled out of the editing process, and I'm trying to figure out how to make that work. It's a fun little kind of side story, kind of a fable type of a thing. And then I've got a story that I'm working on now at this part after lunch. I'm switching over to hopefully finish up. It's kind of a possession-y, werewolfy kind of story. So
Do you have publishers in mind for these, or you're just finishing stories?
I'm just gonna finish stories
Yeah.
and then try see what I can do after that.
Because I know there's a call for the Michael O'Connell. I know there's a call for monster stuff.
Yeah, it's coming back. That's starting to come back. I know. I've seen where. Um, yeah.
I'll have to pull it and tell you which one it is in case you don't know which one. I just saw it on Do a Trope yesterday, actually, but I got like 5 other stories I want to work on, so I'm probably not going to get to that one. I think it's due the end of this month,
Okay.
so I could technically write it, but
Yeah.
trying to do other crap as well.
I'm also thinking I probably need to think about that thing for Black Cat Comics that's coming up.
Yeah.
I might try to do that too. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not getting. I don't have anything for that.
It's a horror thing, so
Yeah.
Jacksonville-based horror thing.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. I may end up just doing illustration work. I don't know.
Oh yeah, because they're always looking for illustrators too.
Right.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Very good.
So, not a whole lot, just trying to finish things, and I've got a lot of editing to do, and I've still got illustrations to do, uh, which I've been focusing more on this year. I've got a children's book for my wife that I have to illustrate and design, and most of my other illustration work has been finished up. So back to writing.
Yeah. Yeah. Do what you enjoy doing.
A little of this and a little of that, and hopefully get some stuff finished.
That is the goal.
That's my big problem.
Well, hopefully this weekend you get some shit
That's what
finished.
I'm doing. Yeah.
That'll be that will be good.
Absolutely.
All right. Your goal is to make sure Mike Lee does not have a speech tomorrow night at Shelley's 50th birthday party. I think he's going to write one now. We don't want him up there talking.
Oh, geez, if he's writing one now, he'll probably have 20,000 word speech. He's,
Mr. Frank says, "Geez, Mike, leave some overachievement for the rest of us."
yeah. How many books have you published, and how many have I published? So.
Yeah, but Frank's book, you could write those blindfolded. Those aren't really what I would consider.
So if Mr.
Books.
Frank is on that, then why isn't he here?
It's a long story. He basically didn't want to be around Tom. And They
Yeah,
had a big falling out.
good for him.
Yeah, but achieved nothing with my books, right? He could put out a book, and it might sell more copies than all of our books combined.
I'm
Who
already
can say?
reprinting my little drabble zines, so
Yeah,
that's good.
who can
Good
say?
news. Yeah.
Lots of pepper drama. Yeah, between him and Tom. Just Tom's already had some hot sauce, and of course I'm like, well, Frank be like, this is mid. Literally, it burned his tongue. Literally, Tom has no tongue right now. It's completely burned off. It was so hot. But you would be like, no big deal.
So who's on there? Mr. Frank, and who else?
Nick is in.
Nick's over there on it.
20 feet away from us. Nick is in. Yeah.
Okay.
It says 4 people are viewing, but some people don't like to.
They don't tell you who's viewing.
I could pull it up, but
Okay.
it just seems
Not
like
worth
a lot of time to do
Yeah.
that. Yeah, the Nick's in, that guy.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got a haircut. I can't say what kind of haircut he has because people will find it offensive.
I had a haircut too.
Yeah, both of them. I haven't even shaved my head. I'm like, I don't want to take it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a quick shower. I'm not gonna shave my head. I'll
Yeah.
put a hat on. Tomorrow I'll shave my head.
Yeah.
The one time we know for sure he's not blowing up half of Wisconsin. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Nick's in a little dangerous
Just
up
Florida
there.
now.
Yeah, he wanted to go to St. Augustine and find the treasure there. I'm like, no, you're not blowing up St. Augustine. There's too many nice things there.
Well, if he did, maybe make it a little more parking down there.
Yeah, that would be the good.
Blow up a
Yeah,
few
pull up a
things
couple
and
things so we have
Make some
parking.
parking lots. Yeah.
Does Nick look like? I'm not saying that, Mr. Frank. No,
No.
that's no. He just has. You'll see him. You'll see him. You'll see him next. Go get Nick. All right.
Thank you,
Appreciate
sir.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Come on in, Nick, with that haircut.
Bring it on.
Zin pop. Come on and bring that hair in here.
Let's bring your water. Where am I? There you go.
There you
Hold
are.
up. Is that boyish enough for Frank?
Yeah, basically, we're not going to talk. You just sit here for 5 minutes, so Frank can see your head.
There we go.
What are you working on?
Book 3 of my series, 95,000 words in. Maybe we'll complete this weekend.
Nice. You feel like you're at the end?
I've been holding off the last 2 weeks because I know I'd be here. So that was, dragging my feet.
Yeah. It's good.
So I could do the big push.
So you and Amanda are the only two that have been here all 5 years now.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool. You got Mo Howard for MandoCon Celebrity Room.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Push it to the side so it's not quite Mo.
He was like, you know what? I like this look Dean Koontz is going for. I'm gonna do my hair just like my buddy Dean. Yeah, it was windy before it blew off. He had to chase it down the street.
Oh.
So how has Mondo?
Oh.
Last year Jelly Roll, this year Mo. Exactly right. We were talking about Jelly Roll last time. Talking about him being here. So how has MandoCon in 5 years changed for you?
I've gotten faster.
That's good.
That's for sure. Word count. You haven't changed my chair, so thanks.
Yeah.
It's still the same.
You are literally the only person who ever sits in that chair.
Well, the only reason I did that
Even when we have like 1 million people here for like Thanksgiving stuff, nobody for some reason sits in those 2 chairs.
is because she has the pillows on them that people don't.
Yeah, but you could easily move the
I know,
pillows and
well,
sit down. So
but
I
they could think that-
don't know what the. If anybody who sits there for Thanksgiving would be like, that's Nick's ends. Although forever before Tom and Jess got here, Shelly was staying at her mom's and she had the air mattress, and I'm like,
Oh.
do not mess up Nick's air mattress. And we literally called it. She's like, I gotta go get Nick's air mattress.
Well, I didn't use it last year, but the reason I chose that chair, the first year I got here late.
Yeah, you did.
Because it was on Friday, so Shelly picked me up, and I I'm like, I don't know where to sit.
Yeah,
I'll take this corner because nobody else is there.
Is it really comfortable sitting on that chair, or would you rather? At this point, is it like I sit here every year? I have to sit here instead of like going somewhere else, or
I
is
never
it just
write
like
at a table or a desk.
no? Well, that's good.
Like I have a desk at home, but I just sit in a chair and
Right.
type away. So to be at one of the tables would almost feel weird.
And it'll
Being
feel like
that.
you're a writer or something. You're being professional. Yeah, I get
No,
it.
I don't want that.
No.
It's a hobby.
Nick's in 5 years straight of working in the same book.
No.
Now he's written two books now.
This is book number 4 and 5.
Nice.
I'm jumping between.
Well, very good. Well, glad you got to come back. Glad you get to go to Shelley's 50th birthday tomorrow.
Yep, I gotta dance, I guess.
Yep, and you'll be out there drinking and dancing.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Plenty of alcohol for you. You're not driving. What do you care? You
Only Kiss themed alcohol. That's all
Yeah.
I'll drink.
Yeah. There's I think I got a bottle of cold gin I'm bringing and a bottle of was it vodka
I
or
think it's rum.
rum?
Yeah, it's
Bottle
in
of
the box.
Kiss rum.
So Frank can't have any.
Yeah, none for Frank. So that'll be pretty good. All right, we'll go out there and keep writing that damn book.
Okay. Should I grab mic number 3?
Yeah, grab whoever.
Grab mic number 3.
We'll grab another mic.
Let's keep doing mics.
We'll get rid of all the mics out of the way. You know, I call this when we get 3 mics in here. I call it a mic check. It's a little dad humor there for you. I think you would make a good dad, Mike.
I have one son.
Yeah, but you know that doesn't count.
No.
Once you get to like 3 kids, then it counts
Cozy
as
your
you
chair
being-
in here.
Right? Yeah, don't break my chair.
Whoops.
The fucking cats ripped the underside
Is that what's going on?
under it like crazy. Yeah, so be careful. Don't fall through.
No, try not to.
You're like the smallest person here. You're the one who's gonna fall through. You get a big giant fat ass like
Give me a
Tom or something.
Photo booth to sit on in here.
We'll have a photo booth tomorrow at the at Shelley's
Oh, there we
party.
go. Sit on the pillow.
Make sure you and I take some photos together, naked in the photo booth.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fun.
What are we working on?
The Dark Coast Racer.
Oh, that's the Wrath.
Yes.
Yes.
Rip off.
he pitches this, but he loves pitching books to me. He's got these ideas. He's like, oh, I got this great idea, and he starts doing. I'm like, that's the movie The Wraith from like 1983 or 1986 or something.
The only you and I would know.
Yeah, because I don't think anybody really watched that stupid movie.
You, me, and maybe like 3 other people.
You did pitch another thing the last time I saw you. The guy in a plane, blah blah. I'm like, yeah, that's a Marky Mark. That's some
Came out. Yeah.
just movie that just came out. Like, literally, anytime he says anything, we all automatically go. So what movie are you ripping off? What movie is this? But you make it your own. You make it your own version of that same exact thing.
Nothing new under the sun, as they say.
Yeah, there's no you're never gonna have a brand new idea. It's all been done. It's just your version of all been done.
Yeah, until you tell me that I ripped it off, sometimes I don't even remember that I ripped it off.
Sometimes I almost feel bad that I'm like, hey, dude,
Try again.
You try again. You're just ripping something off.
Yeah, so this is the same book I was writing last MandoCon. I'm confident I will finish it this time around.
Good. What else are you working on?
I would like to work on a short story after this about fracking in Florida. And so it's going to be a horror concept that I'll be ripping off of Lovecraft.
Yeah. I was like, what are we ripping off this time?
Not an 80s movie, though.
So probably not really as...
Color Out of Space is what I was going to go for.
Color Out of Fracking.
There we go.
Is the working title.
I'm taking that now.
the working title.
But that's the other thing, yeah.
Good, though. Good. I know you've had a lot of life shit going on since the last MandoCon, so hopefully all that is clearing up and it will give you more time to get back to the writing and stuff. You're also doing a bunch of book signings. You've done a bunch of book signings, too.
I did. Recently, I just had a book club signing where they brought me in. I was signing their copies they bought for their reading, summer
cool.
reading. Yeah, that was neat. And they
Did anybody not like it?
So that was an interesting question. So I went into that book club and I saw my first 1 star on Bone Valley Vampires, and I was like, this can't be a coincidence. So I messaged the book club leader and I'm like, hey, how's the book being received? Do you have any idea? What am I walking into?
Yeah.
She's like, no idea, da da da. And I told her about the 1 star. She's like, oh, no. I got there, and sure enough,
That was your one star.
there was a 1-star review. And so she revealed that she had just got out of a different headspace from reading this other book, and after hearing me and answering some of her questions, she's like, I think it's better than 1 star.
Oh.
I wasn't in the right headspace for it. Yeah, so that was immediately it changed the next day. I mean, so I must have made an impression. Yeah, that was sweet of her.
That was good that you went and you got that
right.
one star taken. That doesn't often happen. That's pretty cool to do. So how did you get involved with doing that?
So the woman that runs it is an old friend of mine from high school. She saw that I had been publishing. She also wants to publish, and so she started picking my brain, and she realized I was a little bit further along than her, and so she took on my book.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm at the point now where I don't want to do any more book signings. I'm done with the book. In fact, I'm selling all my back stock.
Saw that.
I'm trying to empty that closet. There's just too many books.
I want to get on your level.
Too many.
We all want to be like you. That's why we're here.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So you guys were here because Shelley's cooking.
That's part of it. That's the other half.
What hipster coffee is Mike drinking? That is an excellent question.
Death Wish.
Yeah, he's drinking. He's taking over for JC's not here. Although JC drank, I don't know, about 108 Death Wish that last year he was here. So.
He's still alive.
And he's still alive. Yeah. He's jittery as fuck, but he's still alive.
He didn't wish hard enough.
Yeah. We also got you some hipster milk too.
You just had to.
Yeah.
It's oat milk, y'all. It's not that hipster.
Hipster oat milk. Shelly's like, I'm gonna get this. He better drink all of this. I'm like, when he leaves Sunday, he's gonna guzzle it on his way out the door. Yeah, because we will never.
Shot.
Yeah, we will never drink it. Yeah, 2 shots of that. Well, I'm glad you're here again.
Likewise.
Glad you're hanging out. I'm glad we're getting some writing in. Oat milk didn't exist before hipsters, Tom says. That is so true. Milk those oats. Yeah, exactly. Other mic. Yeah. We got all the mics. All the mics are now done. All right, get out of here. We'll get back to some writing.
Thank you.
Pick somebody else to come in here.
Tom, do it.
Tom's old. He's taking his sweet time.
Yeah.
Getting out of the chair.
Tired and old.
Tired and old.
Yeah,
not token Tom. This is Tom Duffy.
Yeah.
Token Tom.
Yeah, I've had enough coffee where I'm getting jittery, but it's done absolutely nothing to keep me awake.
Yeah. The Tom Duffy is right. Yeah, no, I got up super early this morning. I had to run out and get. So I got my wife donuts, but the donuts are spelled out Happy Birthday Shelley. But I had to be there by like 8 in the morning. So like 7:30, I'm out the door. Me and Chuck took a ride, and I got the donuts and came back. And then I'm like, I am friggin' tired. Thanks, Tom, for leaving the attic.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah,
Well, not really.
I was just saying that's not true. Anytime, once a year for MandoCon, he will leave his house. That's about it. So what are you working on today?
I'm working on our book, our
Yep.
third final book in this trilogy. And in between, while you're writing, I'm working on book 2 of my action adventure trilogy, or possibly more. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's working out because we've already done 5 chapters today, or you finished one this morning.
4. You'll be doing the 5th one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not going to. In fact, we're at almost 50,000 words of a 63,000 word. So we should be able to finish this thing this weekend. I think if we.
Yeah. Well, we should at least be able to get one more each this afternoon, and then.
Yeah, I mean it's 1:30. We have till 5 o'clock, so we should be able to knock a couple more out. McEdler rides again. Yes, that's basically the book. It's all about McEdler.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we're and this is the 3rd book in this trilogy, and then the books will be out January, February, March. And I also pitched another idea for the next trilogy. So it's up to Tom when we're going to actually start that one. But I'm excited. You know what it is? It's that minor character that one of us just created this minor nothing character and threw in, and it ends up being like, this is a great character to move into their own series, which is what happened with the from the Johnny Bell stuff, which is what happened with Rick and JoJo. We ended up doing a trilogy of them.
Right. Right.
So it's fun. It's pretty cool to be doing. So, and while you're writing this, I'm writing on a short story and another novel too. So I probably have I think I'm at 4,100 words today written. Of the 5,000 is my goal, so I should easily hit it, and then we'll end early tomorrow because of Shelley's birthday party.
Right.
But we should still do we I think we get 3 or 4 chapters done tomorrow. I think back and forth. I think we should be able to hammer out, say, another 3 chapters. We're on chapter. I start chapter 39.
Right.
And as Frank knows, 50 chapters in this thing.
Yeah. Well, we'll for sure have less than 10 chapters by the end.
Oh
of
yeah.
Today.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So
I'm excited.
And then by 2 o'clock tomorrow, we'll know definitely whether we'll finish it Sunday or
Yeah.
if it'll go into Monday.
Yeah, but I think even if we slow down this weekend and we only do a couple chapters each or whatever, the next couple of days, I think we still by next week, if this will be finished,
Yeah.
we'll be done with this, which would be good.
Yeah. Definitely.
I like it. I like the back and forth. It's for me it was fun writing with you in the beginning because I like your writing style, and I think it complements my writing style. I think we write similar stuff.
And then now it just sucks.
And now it's just all of it is awful. But now it just seems so much easier, seamless, when we're like, if I throw in an extra chapter or you throw an extra, it just seems like we're on the same page. We have no idea what's coming next, but we're still on the same page, which is nice.
Yeah, definitely.
As Frank said, I finished Crazy Eddie's Antar's Next Adventure. Did you enjoy it? I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good book. I still have it sitting here. I still got to do the review. I always put my finished books here until I can do it. I also have a package from a publisher from like a week ago. I still probably need to do a video on as well. All good.
Yeah.
Tom, I'm glad you came out of the attic. I'm glad you're here this weekend.
I'm here.
You're staying in a room because Mr. Frank is not here, which actually gives Nick a room instead of a blow up mattress. So it's all good.
Yeah.
All right, man. Go grab somebody.
All right.
I think who's Chuck and
Chuck and
Win are the.
I'll leave Chuck for last. So,
All right.
so Mr. Frank has a bunch of time to.
Yeah. Talk to him.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it too. I thought it was a good. Thought it was a very interesting story. Good times. Hopefully, we'll do a train wreck episode or something. I don't know. We'll do something. Come on in, Win.
What's going on?
If that is your real name.
Close enough.
All the course stuff got to be a lot, but overall 3 stars. 3 star. Wow, you really did like it. I'll probably give it a 4.4 stars. I liked it. What are you working on, Win?
I'm working on a sci-fi First Contact series. We'll see how that goes.
Is it a brand new series?
Brand new series.
Nice.
I did a dark fantasy trilogy, and it got too dark for me, so I'm looking for relief from that.
yeah. Sometimes you got to do something. You got to do something different. You can't write. I'm always amazed by writers who write like a specific thing, like they're doing courtroom thrillers or something, whatever it is, and that's all they write forever. And I'm like, it's great, you're making a ton of money, but at some point, no matter what you're writing, it's got to burn you out. You need something different.
I just think those writers are probably a little more on the spectrum than I am.
Well, yeah. that might be it. So, Wynn actually introduced me to a donut place a few months ago. Me, him, and Andrea go and hang out once a month. We go to breakfast, and their breakfast burritos are freaking delicious. And I started following them on Facebook, and I saw they did the birthday donuts. So I went, and me and Chuck left this morning. I got Happy Birthday Shelley donuts, which is really cool. Which we need to eat them. Win, or as I call him, the Silver Fox. Yes, you do call him. You do call him that quite a bit. He's coming, except for Nick. You're probably coming and Chuck, you're coming the farthest because you're coming from Georgia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you're driving down, which isn't all that.
Well, I've been trying to get out of the swamp for 30 years, and this is as close as I've gotten.
You're still pretty close to the swamp.
Yeah, oh yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
You're still pretty close. So are you getting a lot of words in so far?
Yeah, yeah. You know, from switching genres, it just seems like it's just pouring out a lot easier. Maybe because it's I don't know, fantasy. I feel like it drives you into writing weirder stuff, weirder word choices, that kind of stuff. This kind of just comes straight out. My only concern is that it's gonna read more like tax forms than actual science fiction. So I'll try to punch it up after I get it finished.
Yeah, yeah. You just got to get through that first draft. Are you an outliner or are you a pantser?
A little of both. I feel like I need an outline in order to get started, and then after that, I just kind of get rolling. What bothers me about outlines is I have a tendency to look at it almost like time travel, where like here's history, the outline, and then I write something that's not history, and I'm like, okay, I'm in a mirror universe where shit didn't turn out the way it was supposed to,
Yeah.
and then I got to figure out which one's good.
Right. Yeah, and that's always the problem. You feel like I when I used to do outlines, I always felt like I wasted a lot of time doing the outline, and I wasn't going to use any of that shit. So why am I? And I also felt like I had already written the story, so I don't want to now sit down and make this into 100,000 words because I've already done, 15 pages of an outline, and who gives a shit at this point?
Well, you seem like probably the least likely to look backwards at anything person that I've met in all of writing. You just kind of keep going forward.
Yeah, which is great. It's great for my psyche because like people will come and they'll start talking about it, and I'm like, oh, that sounds like a good book. They're like, no, that's one of your books. It's one of your stories. I'm like, I have no idea because they're not my babies. They're not. I don't write one book a year, and I gotta polish it up and polish. No, I knock out that first draft. I do a quick run through, give it to the beta readers. They go through it. They beat it up and give me ideas. I give it to the editor. She goes through it, beats it up, and then my book is done.
What's the best thing you ever got from a beta reader in terms of feedback?
So Shelley is my first reader,
Yeah.
and it's the continuity errors. I get that a lot. She's like, in this one she's wearing jeans, but now you're talking about her. She ripped her skirt. Or hey, this. I remember I was doing Miami Spy Games, and she's like, hey, this. I love this Bruno character, the hitman. Except you killed him like 4 chapters ago. And I'm like, oh, I did. Okay, let me change this. Let me change this around again. I guess I liked him so much, I forgot I killed him.
Well, one of the things I like from Shelley that you had talked about before was about how I think she had effectively said, hey, you need to give your readers more credit for
Yeah.
don't explain so much to them.
Yeah, that was probably when we first started dating. That was she had two things. That like you're giving away, you're walking them through the story too much.
Right.
You know, and that was like kind of her the way she worded it. Like they can figure things out. You don't need to. And also, I rushed the endings.
Yeah.
I just bang, 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 bang. Like, in two. She's like this. These last 3 chapters could be 6 or 7 chapters if you just strung. And for me, I was like, I gotta. I just it's word count, and I gotta get done, and I gotta go to the next book. So that was a big one too. So I'm always aware, and sometimes I'll write something that I know that I need more to this story or whatever, and I give it to her anyway, and she of course says this is wrong, fix this. But it's good. And I have different beta readers for different projects or different genres and whatever, which is good. And they're readers. None of them are writers, which I always say is very big. Don't let other writers um, critique your stuff because they're going to critique it the way they would write that story, and then they're basically rewriting your story for it. So for me, that's a kind of a pain in the ass. Tell everybody real quick about your group you got going up in Georgia.
Oh, so I got a group called the Camden Quill, and what we do is we do exactly what you what you say not to do. We have a bunch of writers giving feedback on other writers' stuff. When I initially started writing, I went to one of those groups, and I got some pretty harsh but honest, constructive criticism that I think helped me get into characters more. I was always with the plot, but yeah. So we do that, and we're trying to do some book signings up there, and we'll see how that goes.
Good luck with all that.
Thanks, man.
I've been to a meeting, and you always have them like oh, I can't go again this month because that's the weekend we're doing this or we're doing that, which is always fun. But I enjoy me, you, and Andrea hanging out at the coffee place.
Yeah.
That's always a good. That's good because we're talking about writing and stuff, and we're in different places. And Andrea is a nonfiction writer. And she hasn't written in forever, and for her, it's like that small encouragement to get back into it, get your shit life together, and get back into it, kind of things, which I think is neat too. It's not like we're all three of us are just in the same spot and we all write the same stuff, and how boring would that be? But so it's fun, and we just talk about life stuff. We just talk three friends hanging out, kind of thing. So I enjoy that, and then of course you come to the Chinese buffet with us every month too, which is cool because we get to talk about God knows what. We'll do a lot of this group goes and is there, so that's pretty cool. So I'm happy with it. So I'm glad you're back in here this year, and hopefully many more. Hopefully you don't move to West Virginia, or if you do, you fly in for this. I guess go grab Chuck. I think Chuck's the only one left.
All right, thanks.
Chad Hoey in the house. What's up, Chad? Yeah, but it's chapter 50. There is no more. Yeah, after chapter 50, is there anything else really to do? No. The answer no. And then our last person coming in. Go.
I'm coming.
Look at the pillow.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna sit on our face.
Where you were eating my brownie.
Yeah, I was eating his brownie. That's a figure of speech, by the way.
Can't see me.
Right there. Chuck Booty in the house, everybody. Look how skinny he is. He's still ugly, but look how skinny he is.
That's so wrong.
Glad you're back, man. I'm glad you're back this year.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
I miss you. My thing was always like, if I had to trade Frank Edler for anybody, who would I trade? I'm like, Chuck Booth is the only person I could think of.
I would take Frank over me or anybody any day.
Yeah, Charles.
That's my opinion.
Charles, right there. Frank's on. Frank and Chad Hoey and Nick. Nick loves jumping in here, even though he's 12 feet from us.
You should be writing Nick.
Yeah, Nick. Shouldn't be watching this crap. Good time. So what are you working on?
I'm actually working on book 1 of another Western series. So this one is a Levi Barton series. So he's a failed sheriff who gets excommunicated into being a U.S. Marshal in a hostile Indian territory.
Does this have anything to do with any of your other previous series? They're called brand new.
Brand new series.
Does this have any of the characters from our book In the Marrow?
No. Those are good characters. I don't want to sully them.
Those are good characters. I did use Reb in from that book. I did use Reb in another story that I sent out, but it'll actually be, I think, this month's Patreon story.
Reb is awesome. I mean, he was great when he played guitar in Winger.
Oh God, he was awesome.
And Whitesnake.
I think I called him Reb Sands instead of Reb Beach.
Oh really?
He's Reb Sands. What was on the pillow behind Chuck? That's me and Chuck eating brownies when we were both fat.
Back in New Jersey. That was like 10 years ago.
Those people still have that brownie cart?
Yeah, actually, her business is taken up. They have a brick and mortar store now.
Oh wow!
In their town, and they do like the Rutgers football games and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it took off.
Yeah, that was some good brownies.
Yep,
I enjoyed that place.
Love it.
So you're losing weight. You're back. You're working. You're getting your shit together. Life, kids, the whole thing. Are you finding time to write?
No. I mean, I haven't made the time, so there's always time to write, so I can't make any excuses. I also wouldn't characterize myself as getting my shit together.
No.
I'm probably, yeah, I appreciate that. Things are as chaotic as always, but at least I can pay my mortgage now, so that part is different, but, no, it's been tough to get used to working again and keep the writing going full steam. So I've done some writing this year, but not as much as I want.
Yeah. So you're firmly a Western author now.
I mean, for right now. I have bigger dreams and goals, but right now I gotta finish the stuff that I've already outlined and that I've put together.
So 333 episodes of me yelling at you at the Mondo Method podcast to just finish these fucking series. You're actually going to do it.
I'm trying to. Well, mostly because I already paid for all the covers. So I told my wife, I was like, I at least have to write the books that I already own covers for.
Right, yeah.
Because, you know, the money's spent, so you got to do
Yeah,
it.
you might as well. 10 years of talking about losing weight on the Mondo Method, and all it took was becoming a true Southerner. Exactly.
Who said that, Mr. Frank? I'm not a true Southerner.
Despite what he always used to say.
I know.
He's not a true Southerner.
I learned my
If you're
lesson.
a true Southerner, then Tom Duffy also is. He's been down here for 6 months. He's also a true Southerner.
True Southerner.
But I'm glad you're here. Chuck got up early this morning. We went and got the Happy Birthday Shelly donuts. And I need a nap now.
Yep.
Freaking exhausted.
No, this is great because actually, if it was not for this MandoCon, I would still have like no words done or not many words done this year. So
Right.
It's great. Trying to keep up with you guys though that write more frequently is difficult.
Frank said, "Cough. Zombie lockdown. Cough."
We were actually talking about
Yeah, we
that
were
before.
We were talking about the cover he didn't have his name on.
And the guy gave me a bad review and said, "Oh, if I wrote this crap, I wouldn't put my name on the cover either."
That's a great review, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not, but you know, it is. That's a funny review
Yeah.
to tell after a couple of drinks.
That and the old lady on one of my westerns who hated it, and the only review she ever put on Amazon at 95 years old. That's how bad I pissed her off. And she's like, "That's it. I'm putting a review up."
Right. You finally, after 95 years, I'm going to review something. What's the coffee situation there? It's the same as it always is. There's 40 billion K cups of coffee here.
There's a lot more now that JC's not drinking them all.
yeah. We haven't. They haven't gone through all the Death Wish coffee yet, like he always did. I have on the top. I have my normal flavors, my Dunkins, my Death Wish, all that, and on the bottom is all the different flavored, and there's a lot of pie flavored ones. That Frank, you've seen me do my coffee of the day videos every morning. People are checking those out. Running low, could be out by 2 p.m. Let's hope not. I kept telling my wife too, like the last month, like, oh, we need to get more coffee. She's like, you know, you have drawers full of coffee in there. You literally have boxes and boxes of more.
Yeah, I've never known you to be close to running out of coffee.
Second best review after the Tool Shed review. That was a great review. That was, for those who don't know, I wrote a novella called Tool Shed. It's behind me somewhere.
I have the hardcover. Yeah.
Right there. And it had been out as an ebook originally, and I got a review, a 1-star review, my first 1-star review. That's back when I was looking at reviews. And I was very, you know, you're very upset you get a 1-star review. And I read it, and I'm like, no, this is a review about how badly he bought a physical tool shed from Sears, and how bad this tool shed was when he tried to put this thing together, and it was floppy and it fell apart and all that. And it was literally this whole review about a tool shed. And I was like, this has nothing to do with why would you pick my book for this review? So then I called Amazon, and I got an actual person on, and I was like, and the guy was laughing. He's reading the review. He's like, oh my God, this is so funny. And then he's like, yeah, I'll delete this. And I was so mad after that, because I realized I should have copied it. I should have kept that. That would have been a great review to I would have put that on the wall, you know. That would have been a great awful review on that one. Ugh.
Good times.
Good times is right.
Love people.
Yeah. I'm glad you're here this year, Chuck. I'm glad you're back. Hopefully every other year you can come back. And then we won't have Frank ever come.
Oh man.
You and Frank here would have been outrageous.
Yeah, I have nobody to drink White Claws with now.
Yeah, we didn't buy any White Claws. We've made fun of White Claws. We haven't actually purchased any this year, which is nice.
I was sipping whiskey by myself last night.
Yeah, we do have 4 different kinds of M&Ms. We're a lot. You guys are a lot. My wife bought peanut butter and jelly M&Ms. I will not try them.
They're not bad. They're okay.
I don't like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Yeah.
I don't like the combination. I will eat a jelly sandwich. I won't eat a peanut butter. I don't like peanut butter except if it's like in something, like chunky peanut butter. Here, don't start him. don't.
Hey, right.
Oh, that classic. Blasphemous. Yeah, exactly. It is blasphemous. Whatever we're talking about, Nick. Blasphemy.
Nick, right.
Yeah, Nick, stop jumping in. It's so funny. He always comes on here.
Hey, write your story.
All right, Chuck.
All right.
Go back to getting your Western.
Good to see you,
Stuff.
Frank.
Yep.
Miss you, Frank. Wrong hand. I don't know where the camera's
There it
looking.
is, right there. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Back to writing.
Yep.
Thank
That's
you.
right. Yep. All right. So there you go, people. There's the whole cast and crew writing this year. Basically, we switched out Chuck for Frank. Through it, yeah. I'm not Frank. I'm not doing that all weekend. that's enough of that. Chuck lost a crap ton, 69 pounds, but he is gaining it all back eating the cookies. She made that blueberry lemon one again. She made chocolate chip, and she also made a surprise one that has several ingredients, and she's been asking people if they can tell what's in it. You would do because you would be able to figure it out. So there you go. All right, I'm gonna actually sign out a little early because I have another chapter to write for me and Tom. And yes, ghost pepper cookies, delicious, not hot enough. She did not put the seeds in it. Otherwise, thanks for popping in. I will see everybody on Monday after everybody is gone. And we will do a recap. I will do my recap of MandoCon 2025. So, thanks for hanging out with us.